Hey guys, how's it going? You guys know the drill. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below. Alright, I'm going to do this video for the second time. Let's see how it goes. So, this video may upset people because a lot of people are LeBron fans. But, growing up in the Chicagoland area, I'm an MJ fan. And I said that in my last video. He's the GOAT in my opinion, and will always be the GOAT. If you go 6 for 6, you are the GOAT, not 4 for 10. And a lot of people get, mad at that statement. And here's the thing, Michael Jordan played in an era where they were really tough. Michael Jordan had to deal with the Pistons, no soft fouls. Michael Jordan had to deal with the Knicks. They play very aggressively. And he won 6 NBA titles, 6 for 6. He stayed on the same team for for most of his career until, Jerry Krause destroyed the Chicago Bulls franchise. You had Jerry Krause say in 1998 he wants to dismantle the team. The most idiotic thing out there. He was jealous of the success and of the Bulls, but he wasn't getting any recognition for it. So as a typical Gamma male, he didn't take the high road. He just wanted to get revenge. They could have won 7 titles. 7. Instead of a three-peat, it could have been, a four-peat. That's how dominant the Chicago Bulls were at that time. And a lot of people right now in the sports card market aren't treating Michael Jordan with the same amount of respect that I think he should be getting. And some people may be saying, hey, LeBron James is playing right now. His buddies are investing in the card market, so that's why it's going up. He's more culturally relevant than Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is just an owner, sports NBA team owner. What, of the Charlotte Hornets? Or whatever teams is in NC. I don't even follow that anymore. But Michael Jordan, he's not culturally relevant anymore. If it was the 1990s and you had the sports card boom like we did now, his cards would probably be selling for millions of dollars, his PSA 10s, without a shadow of a doubt. The supply was definitely much lower at that time compared to now. But, it's quite interesting that LeBron cards are so much on fire. And part of it could be, the Fed's printing all this monopoly money, scarcity factor. There's all these affluent Asian buyers abroad getting into the market, going on golden auctions, bidding the cards higher. It's an international game. And you didn't have as much enthusiasm, in the card market internationally as you do now. And sure, you had the internet, but a lot of people now, have broadband internet. Back then, you had to do dial-up. It was so freaking slow. I had 14.4 modem in elementary school. It was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. But we've progressed as a society. That being said, looking at LeBron cards and Michael Jordan cards, a few years from now, we know that the market's going to probably have a hard landing. And that time, I, myself, want to buy a bunch of Michael Jordan cards. A bunch of his, not necessarily rookies, but his scarce cards. Some people be like, hey, you missed your boat. But, when the market crashes, people don't want to buy that stuff. There's less demand. So, that's when I want to go in. Right now, I'm selling a bunch of my cards. I'm not going to get rid of everything, but I am starting to, send things to Probstein, to PWCC, some on my wife's eBay account. We're just starting to get rid of these cards. And yeah, I'm slowly buying cards, but it's not aggressive. I was aggressive in 2019 and 2020. Right now, I'm aggressive on the sell side. And the thing is, after looking at LeBron James' behavior for the past few years, his Twitter account, his behavior on the court where, he flops, he fakes these hits. The other day, you could see online, he didn't get hit. And then, he acted like he got hurt very badly from this player. So like things like that, I personally don't like about LeBron. A lot of people do not like that either. They don't like the fact, when, he's the face of the league and saying that, I don't think I'll ever come back to the extent that I was. And if you are an alpha male, like LeBron, not LeBron, but like Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, Patrick Mahomes, they probably had so much pain, but they kept it to themselves. They probably kept it to their trainers and their wives. That's it. They're not going to go out in the media, broadcast that, you know, because it shows sign of weakness. And LeBron James, just admitted that the other day. I'm shocked. Unless he has some sort of, tear that he's not talking about. But, it's a high ankle sprain. Yeah, sure, it sucked. But at the same time, it's just weird for a guy who's a face of the league, making these comments, you know? And, a lot of people, some people say that, you shouldn't make comments about social justice. Some people say you should. And I'm not going to get into um, those type of issues on this channel. But at the same time, we have to acknowledge that it turns some people off in this country. And if it turns people, actually, not some, a lot of people off. If it turns a lot of people off, and you're looking at the ratings of this country, I mean, not country, if you're looking at the ratings of the NBA, they tanked last year, 6.6 million viewers. And ultimately, that's not good. I mean, if you look at Michael Jordan had what, over 30 million viewers for his finals in the 90s. Game 6 of the NBA playoffs, that was huge. Or his game 5, over 30 million. That's pretty good. When you had a population size close to 250 million people. Right now, it's over 300 million, and you get 6.6 million. So, looking from an investor standpoint and cards, yeah, the market's going to crash. Yes, LeBron's going to get older. Will he be able to maintain his success that he's had? Especially now that his ankle looks like it has structural problem, because that's what he was saying. He says, I'm never going to be the same. And I'm looking at all of that. And ultimately, with the ratings going down, the NBA not making as much money as they did because of COVID as well, what's going to happen to the teams? The salary cap is going to go down. So the teams have less money to acquire talent. Granted, LeBron could get away with it and, use his marketing techniques to get players to come to him. I don't think that's the right way to go, but he could do that. And, he could win another title or two, but obviously that's not the right way. Michael Jordan, on the other hand, stayed in one system for the majority of his career and won 6 championships. They got rid of Doug Collins, and then they used a triangle scheme that Phil Jackson loved. And it was actually Tex Winter who was a proponent of it, one of the assistant coaches of the Bulls. And Phil Jackson was like, yeah, let's use that. And as they were able to use that, the Bulls won. And if you look at Steve Kerr and the Warriors, they implement that type of passing scheme, which, opens up the court. And that's why the Bulls were successful. And also, the Warriors have been successful in the past because of that as well. Steve Kerr learned from Phil, and Phil learned from Tex Winter. Anyways, Michael Jordan, once again, 6 for 6. And LeBron James was, right now 4 for 10. And he's rubbing many people in this country the wrong way. Some people I agree with LeBron. Okay, that's fine if you agree with him, but you have to acknowledge that a lot of people don't agree with LeBron, don't like the way he handles himself on Twitter, especially, the last week, 2 weeks. You could look up some of these videos online on sports wars. They go after him hard, man. That's intense. Outkick goes after him hard. Black and White Sports on YouTube goes after them, or goes after LeBron hard. But it doesn't matter about that. It matters in terms of investment. So that being said, in the next few years, looking from a card investor perspective, see the market crashing, and I want to buy MJ. I will buy some LeBron, but that being said, it's not going to be as aggressive. LeBron's going to be getting older. He's not going to be as culturally relevant as he is now. And it's going to take the steam out of, the LeBron card market, in my opinion. And sure, the MJ cards are going to take a breather too, but I think it's going to be a great opportunity to buy MJ cards. And, the thing is, I could be wrong in the sense, even though, LeBron has rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, the thing is that a lot of his buddies are in this card market and they could be buying up all of his cards. And also, you have the Asian market. Basketball is popular in Asia, and there's a lot more people in Asia than the United States. They could be propping up this market too. So, you know, I do acknowledge that my thesis could be wrong because of foreign buyers and also LeBron's buddies that are buying up the market. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be looking at. MJ cards in the next few years when the crash happens. And also, there's going to be some other goats as well. Tom Brady, I may buy more. I may buy other sports, boxing, MMA, hockey, with Gretzky. Now, I want you guys to comment. Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys disagree with me? And if you disagree with me, tell me why. Let's have a dialogue. It's not, I don't want to see you guys saying, like, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. Those comments, we could say that, but I'm trying to have a dialogue with people. I want to see, what you guys think. I know some people will be passionate, but, tell me why you want to either buy MJ cards or why you want to buy LeBron cards. And are you buying them right now? Are you speculating in them right now? Anyways, guys, hit the like button or smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll talk to you later, guys. Thanks. Bye.